So I'm Hendrik Van de Velde, the ambassador of Belgium to Turkey, based in Ankara. I'm really delighted that we have an economic commercial mission to Turkey in May 2026, presided over by Her Majesty the Queen. It's of course a unique event. We're going to come with several hundred Belgian companies. There's a high enthusiasm in Belgium now from the economic side to come to Turkey. It's timely. We are really rediscovering how close we are each other, Belgium and Turkey, how integrated Turkey is within the European economy. It's also an economy in full transformation. So I'm really glad that these companies will all come, that we're going to go deeper in our relationship. It's going to be business to business. We're going to meet officials as well. It will be intensive in Istanbul and in Ankara, but of course it concerns the entire country with industrial centers such as Izmir, Gaziantep, and many other places within Bursa, of course, within Turkey. Well, since the early 2000s, the main factor of growth has been in the construction sector, the automotive sector, and consumer goods. That was like for the first 15, 20 years of that century. Now it's evolving quickly because Turkey has to look at becoming more competitive in high-tech sectors, and they're trying to do so. And in a certain number of sectors, it's really working well, like in the defense industry, the aeronautics, and space industry. I mean, probably we don't realize how fast it's going. Next year, for instance, Turkey will have a lunar landing with their own technologies. Everybody knows that they've already launched also satellites in the past decade, but in the coming years, they plan to launch their own satellites from a base they are building in Somalia, for instance. So just to give these examples of what they're aiming to achieve, and they're achieving a lot already. So it's an economy in full transformation that is still growing, but it will be growing in other sectors than in the past. On the one hand, of course, what struck me is the turbulences it went through with some hyperinflation, and the economy is changing fundamentally. It's going from a low income and a low wages country to a rather upper middle income country with high wages. So Turkey is seeking to remain competitive, but they will have to be competitive in other sectors, and they're doing that. They are producing annually several thousands, I don't know the exact figure, but several thousands of engineers. So there is a strong drive to have high output of skilled and researchers and industrial engineers, and that's coupled with a very good existing industrial know-how. So if you combine that, I think they have really a solid future in the production of high-tech sectors, definitely. Well, I can see 5 sectors which we have actually also chosen to be the main sectors of the mission that we'll have in a couple of weeks with Her Majesty the Queen. There's digital transformation. I mean, everybody is of course looking for the digitalization of the services and the industrial processes and so on, public sector as well. Turkey is one of the highest, the best countries in terms of digitalization of its public sector within the OECD. That's quite good. And Belgium is also well placed in that. I think we can exchange a lot of best practices and industrial ideas. You have the energy sector and sustainable technologies. It's also a no-brainer. Everybody needs cheap, sustainable, efficient energy. We have life sciences and pharma. So that's an edge for the Belgian economy, and there's a lot of demand there on the Turkish side. You have the logistics sector. Very traditional Belgian stronghold, and which nowadays is actually undergoing a lot of transformation with technology and AI. I think we can cooperate a lot on this. And finally, of course, and I mentioned that previously, the strength of the Turkish defense industry, space and aeronautics sector will be very interesting for Belgian companies we have small and specialized companies that can do a lot with Turkey in that respect. It's a strong relationship. We are number 6 in the EU, and the trade in goods stand for 11.5 billion in 2025. The trade in services almost 1 billion, so that's a very good performance. Probably we can improve that. We could increase a few hundred millions. That's not impossible, and the mission will certainly help in that. We're also number 8 investor. You can see that it is a relationship that not just a trade relationship from far away with good figures. No, it's a European economy, and it's embedded in our value chains. And this is something that can be developed, and this is how probably we have to see our investment and commercial relationship. There are many things we could say, but if there's one thing that the companies can perhaps take with them, of course, make the best deals you can, have industrial relationships, but think of Turkey as a country that is a European economy, that is fully embedded in our value chains. So in these uncertain economic times and geopolitical times, Turkey is a neighbor. Turkey is part of our economy. Think of nearshoring, friendshoring. It will be a much more solid, robust relation that you can build than with companies that might present much more risks farther away. Don't forget that Turkey is a candidate country of the European Union, is within NATO, that we have a customs union that we are trying to update and make modern, to make one of the most modern partnerships we can have. So this is the framework in which the companies will operate and are coming to.